Hey people, All Muscle here. It looks like doom posting about FGO is back on trend, and this time I'm taking the low-hanging content fruit, and I will be giving my 2 cents on this situation. So, let's break down what's currently happening. Basically, what is happening right now is that most Western FGO content creators are losing their marbles over a video Plushie made a few days ago, where he covered a new set of guidelines for FGO content creation that restrict any type of content past lostbelt 4. These guidelines were announced around the time of the 9th anniversary and have been making waves recently because an undisclosed content creator who only uploads FGO content has 2 content takedowns made by Sony itself on some of their recent Order Code 3 videos. So yeah, long story short, it's freaking over, guys. The FGO apocalypse is here, and all your favorite FGO content creators won't be able to upload or stream any main story content or events, and will have to quit content creation and look for a real job. Because if we don't do that, big old Sony Japan will cancel our YouTube channels. Or that's what I will say if Sony actually was endorsing these guidelines, but I genuinely doubt it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Plushie is spreading misinformation or anything like that. It's just that the YouTube copyright system is so broken that it's hard to say if the actual Sony Japan is the one who struck this guy's channel. But for the sake of this narrative, let's say the guy actually got struck by Sony and not by some angry Japanese mob pretending to be Sony. How could he prevented that? Why and how he got striked? Was it a manual strike or an automatic strike? Was Sony complaining about the audio on his video or about the footage of Order Code 3? Why was this guy the only content creator striked? Was it because he made FGO JP content? Did his title and description were in Japanese? Where is he from? Is he a Japanese citizen? All these questions are relevant in order to avoid getting a strike from quote-unquote Sony, because no Western player cares about following these outdated guidelines. They just don't want to be caught. So now, I will proceed to tell you how you could avoid this type of problems. But first, I want to say a phrase that a lot of YouTubers say to cover their asses from legal problems. And that phrase is, "This is not financial advice." For real though, if you are an FGO content creator and want to follow the methods I will mention on this video, make sure to understand that this could totally backfire and compromise your channel. So basically, do it at your own risk. With that being said, let's try to fix this mess. Alright, our objective right now is to avoid the radar of Sony. So how could we do that? If the music of the game is what got you on the radar, either mute the BGM on the game options or upload your FGO videos with non-copyrighted music from other games. If the raw footage of the game story / gameplay is what got you on the radar, try to upload an edited version of it. I don't know, add some cuts to your footage, some green screens, some filters, anything to make it different from the raw footage. So far, no FGO stream has been copy striked, so streaming could be out of the Sony radar. But I personally will try to use some of the previous methods I just said while streaming to avoid any risk to be patient zero of Sony in that field. There's other methods you could use to avoid the Sony radar, such as using any other fake category to post FGO content, avoiding having any Japanese words in the title, description or tags of your FGO videos. If you are, for example, uploading a main story fight, use a non-related title and thumbnail on that video. And this one might be a little extreme, but you could make all your FGO content that breaks the guidelines available only for members of your channel. So far, those are the methods I thought people could use to avoid any problems. But if good old Sony or someone who is pretending to be good old Sony actually takes the time to find your videos and manually take them down, you are pretty much done. And there isn't anything that I can think of to avoid your channel being terminated if they actually strike your videos 3 times. Lastly, I would like to say that I think the reason why everyone accepted this narrative of Sony taking down content so easily is because it does seem like an outdated policy that their team will take and apply into FGO. And I also think that more than ever, people are questioning the efficiency of the decision making of the company who runs our beloved game. On that note, I want to announce something that my real ones who watch my streams already know for a while now. But I want to make public and as clear as possible to everyone who's watching this video. Ever since FGO took a slower approach to drop content, I've been slightly dissatisfied / disappointed with the game. But I try to keep a positive attitude about it, thinking naively that it will get better at some point. And then the last anniversary happened, and my trust in this game and the company who runs it was completely destroyed. So, I had made the decision that unless I see an actual change of direction from Lasagna's approach and some actual improvements for the game, I will be quitting FGO next year, once the lostbelt arc finishes. Until then, I will try to enjoy FGO and creating FGO content here on YouTube to the fullest, and I will do everything that's on my power to make sure no guideline will prevent me from doing that. But if Sony wants to strike my channel just for uploading me playing their game, then I only have one thing to say to Sony. Spit on that thing, you get me? Anyways guys, that is it for now. Like and subscribe for more YouTube copy strikes. Check out my other social media like Twitter and Twitch in case something goes left here. And yeah, it's been your boy Muscle. Until next time, bye bye.